Hi guys. Let's set this camera up. I forgot about the live yesterday and the day before I was driving, so I couldn't make it, but I sent you guys a note on the community part of the YouTube chat or of my YouTube channel. So if you guys are subscribed and you had that notification bell on, then you probably saw that. If you don't have the notification bell on and you're not subscribed, then make sure you hit that notification bell and subscribe. Then you get those type of community updates, and whatever I post, you'll get notified. So if we do postpone the live, you'll get a note for that. I sent you guys an email today. Yeah, I sent you guys an email today with the new calendar. So now we are in week 2 of February. So if you want to watch, oops, sorry, my doggy's walking around. Hey, Angie. I know it's been 2 days. I didn't do lives. It feels like I haven't done lives for a week. But I sent you guys all the calendars today for the next 7 days of the week or of the month of February, because we're focusing on like 7 days at a time. I hope you guys did really well with the first 7 days last week, and I hope you guys are gonna do well with the next 7 days. So if you guys want, then make sure you check your spam email. If you guys are already part of the group on Facebook or on Water Fasting Forum, probably you already have access to the calendars, so check the calendars out. Check your spam and search fastforwardtohealth@gmail.com. They're probably there. You see my puppy's nose? Hey Tina. So yeah, just check your spam folders. If you're not part of the email list, then just send me a message and I will send you guys the calendars. Hi. I hope you guys are doing well today. What I wanted everyone to do for today is to actually make a plan for the week. So tomorrow's Monday. So in order to know what you're doing in terms of fasting, intermittent fasting, alternate day fasting, water fasting, whatever it is, if you know what you want to do for the week, it's going to be easier to plan around whatever social events you have. So what I would do is just take out a piece of paper or print that calendar that I sent you guys and make a plan for the next 7 days. So check it out, make a plan for 7 days and decide which days you're gonna do OMAD, which days you're gonna do alternate day fasting, which days you're gonna do water fasting if you're gonna do any water fasting, and which days you're gonna do anything, whatever, OMAD, alternate day fasting, any type of window for intermittent fasting. So make a plan for the week so you know what you're gonna do for the next 7 days. Tara, you're gonna do the next 7-day fast. You wrote it down, that's awesome. So good, so you guys are good to go. If you guys haven't written it down, just make sure you write it down somewhere, because the more you plan and you write things down, the more it's going to succeed. So you always have to plan for success. If you go into Monday tomorrow and make it just like every other Monday you've ever done, or every other tomorrow I'm gonna start you've ever done, then it's possible that you're gonna continue staying stuck in this cycle of always saying that you're gonna start tomorrow and never actually ending up committing to it and starting. So I really, really highly recommend you guys make a plan for the next 7 days, download those free calendars I sent you guys, and decide what you're gonna do for the next 7 days, make a plan, and then you're gonna be good to go. Angie says, I'm on day 6, aiming for 7, but might extend to 10 days if I feel good. Wow, you're on day 6, that's amazing, congrats. That's huge. So do you feel the euphoria yet? Are you feeling the mental clarity yet? I hope that's great. What I do want to do, so I'm doing OMAD keto right now, just kind of maintaining for now. And I'm probably going to do like a push towards the end of the month. But what I would like to do is kind of prep myself mentally so I can launch another challenge on March 1st. So we can do an extended challenge, an extended water fasting challenge all together towards the end of the beginning of next month. So March 1st, I want to do another challenge. So we'll keep going like that. I think a lot of you guys have already gone really well with your fasts and everything like that. Whoever's doing a fast right now, there's a couple people who are on day like 40. Some people are just been doing it since January, which is amazing. Actual Fast asked me, actual facts, I read actual fasts. How do I overcome food addiction during the fast? So elaborate a little bit more what you mean about food addiction. Is it that you're not able to do the fast, or is it that you're thinking about food too much during the fast? Because usually, like, if you are in the middle of your fast, then you're probably not eating, which is actually a way that you are overcoming that food addiction. So it's just about kind of putting those thoughts at bay. If you're thinking too much about food and really preoccupied about food, then you have to try to control those thoughts. And while you're doing exactly, okay, so you said that you think too much about food. So the best advice I would give you in order to stop thinking so much about food, for the first couple days, it's natural to have like weird dreams about food, dreams that you broke your fast. Everything kind of revolves around food. You're thinking about not eating food. So those kind of feelings are pretty normal. I would just say if you're thinking about food too much, try to find another hobby while you're fasting. So for me, for example, I like to do my planning. I have all my planners. You guys have seen them before, and I like to do some planning or play with a sticker book. Super, therapeutic. If you guys play an instrument, like if you play piano, if you want to do some reading, that's something you can do. If you want to do some deep cleaning, deep cleaning or organizing, that's something people like to do. I know if you guys are in like a nice city and you have a car, you want to wash your car. Some people like to spend hours detailing their car. For girls, if you guys like other stuff, or for anyone actually, if you guys want to wash your makeup brushes, do that type of stuff. There's so many things that you can do if you have projects around the house that you've been needing to do for a really long time, or if you have a puppy like this guy over here, if you want to go for a walk. There's a lot of things. Yeah, a lot of people like to go knitting. Scrapbooking is a good one, Tina, for sure. There's Eileen in our Facebook group. She's been making these fasting blankets. So she always crochets, and she actually goes on or create YouTube vlogs on fasting. Exactly. I mean, that's what I do when I'm fasting or when I'm not fasting, because right now I'm just doing the OMAD. But 100%, if you guys are vlogging, if you guys are making videos, there's so many things to do. And once you don't eat, you kind of liberate your mind to all the other options of what you can do when you're fasting. So kind of opens up your life. A lot of people like to get into reading. Try to get into positive hobbies, like don't get too preoccupied with like Netflix or video games. I know someone just said that they like sleeping, so catching up on sleep is a good thing as well. It's good for your body. If you guys tend to be some people that get really stressed, then what you can do is start to try to meditate, because that's going to help you decrease your cortisol and your stress hormones. So that's something that can help. There's a lot of different things. What am I eating for my OMAD? So, okay, weirdly enough, usually, yeah, Angie's been vlogging a lot. What I usually eat for my OMAD, for some reason, this past 2 weeks, I haven't really eaten any meat. Typically, I eat a lot more meat, but I just haven't, because for some reason, these past 2 weeks, since I did my 21-day fast, I've been really into cabbage. Really into cabbage. I don't know what's going on. Like cabbage, avocado, cashews, those types of things, I've been really into it. Salad? No, I haven't had salad. I've had some bacon, but for some reason, even though I got the unsalted one, it didn't really taste that good, really. Ooh, that sounds good. And I had hot pot a couple times from Men's Corner. I remember you, Men's Corner. You've been here since the beginning. You're awesome. Aw, thanks for being here. I didn't see what you guys wrote. Kimchi. Yeah. Actually, I've been eating kimchi. What else have I been eating? Eggs, avocado, cabbage. I also grate some I have some carrot, like very lightly. I just grate a couple pieces of carrot into my cabbage thing. I've been eating macadamia nuts. So if anyone's on keto here, if anybody has experience with anything, then you know that nuts are kind of a slippery slope, because nuts are very high in calories, very high in fats, really good fats, but super high in calories. So macadamia nuts can get you past your daily caloric allowance pretty fast. Pretty fast. So if anybody has like one major keto mistake that they make, it's probably that they eat too many nuts or too much nut butter. Those are types of things that they do. Plus, some people go crazy on the cream cheese. And yeah, it's really easy to overeat on the nuts, the cashews. Like walnuts, I don't overeat on. I don't really eat walnuts, but yeah, in general, macadamia nuts, because they're so big too. So you just put like a little handful and it's already probably like 200-300 calories. So that's funny. Almonds too, you can easily overeat on almonds. Shine Your Light is here, thank you. Have you reset your taste buds? Cabbage, avocado, and carrots help you feed good bacteria into your stomach, which is trying to rebuild. Yeah, exactly. It just feels like all of a sudden, since I did this recent fast, and I've been really on point most of the time with my eating. I had a couple bad things, but it wasn't too bad either. Where for some reason I've really been consistently eating cabbage every night, and it's been feeling really good, and I've been feeling good about it. And then if I eat something silly, then it's not as bad. So I'm pretty happy about that. For some reason today it's been like really foggy, not foggy outside, but just kind of gloomy outside. And I've been super busy all weekend, so I'm hitting a wall today. It's Sunday night. And I think we all get tired on Sunday nights. I still have to go do my workout. I've been very consistent with my workouts that I showed you guys that I was doing my 7 days of workouts this week, and I've been doing them all. I only missed one. I postponed it because I had no energy to do leg day 2 days ago. So I postponed it to yesterday, and today I'm gonna do some back workout and some arm workout. And workouts have been really going well. I'm pretty sore right now from leg day, so that's but I'm really happy that I got back into weightlifting because it's been a while. And when I do OMAD keto, I like that part about it because I have a lot of energy to do my weightlifting, even though it's not super heavy either. And hey, Brenda. Let's see who else. I'm surprised there's not a lot of people on here for a Sunday night, but I remember when I did the poll, you guys told me that you wanted me to do lives if I do Sunday night closer to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I think maybe it's too early, but luckily you guys can watch the playback if any of you guys come on after that. But I just wanted to check in with you guys since it's been a while that I checked in. It's been 2 whole days. So I wanted to check with that. Brenda says I'm down 5 pounds from OMAD and clean eating. That's amazing. What time is it where you're at? It's 6:30. Well, actually, that's my phone. It's 6:30 p.m. EST, probably Eastern Standard Time. So I'm in Ontario, Canada. So if you guys are in the same time zone as me, Talel's here. I think a couple of you guys are just kind of getting finished with dinner. I think Sunday is one of those days where you have dinner with your family if you're eating. So I think that's where most of you guys are today. Hopefully you guys are feeling nice and upbeat. I'm feeling like I'm dreading my workout right now, but you guys know what happens. Like if you're doing OMAD and keto, what happens when you're about to do your workout is that usually most of the time people don't like to work out, and then they do the workout and then they feel really good once they do their workout. So I'm gonna just pump myself up with some music after this live, get ready, go do my workout, and I'm gonna feel like $1,000,000 after my workout. So I almost should have done it before the live, so I'm more perky today. But that's kind of what my plan is for today. And then I'm gonna cook some dinner. 6:30 in DC, 11:30 p.m. in UK. It's snowing. Yeah, it's been snowing here too. Tina says 3:30 in Oregon. Oh. Washington, D.C. That's cool. You guys are all over the place. 6:40. Yeah, it's probably 6:40 here too. I just don't see the clock popping up. How are you guys doing? Who's doing OMAD? No, Talal, I'm doing OMAD and keto right now. Angie says, yeah, except when I'm cooking. Yeah, usually I'm not cooking, but sometimes I'm cooking because I have to multitask. It's pretty hard to do the lives every day at 6:30 because I might make it a little bit later in the evening, but the thing is, if I make it later in the evening, then anyone who's like in the UK and stuff, it'll be too late on weekdays for you guys to catch the lives. So you guys would have to catch the playbacks. And then if I make it too early, then the people who are here or anybody who's in the States who's behind me in time won't be able to catch the lives either because probably you guys will still be at work. So maybe what I'm gonna do is change up the time of the lives. So I think I'll make a poll if you guys are on the Facebook group or on waterfastingforum.com. I'll make a poll to see which days you guys prefer the lives if you don't want them every day and what time is the best. So let's see what's up with that. Hey, Georgia. My legs are sore right now. It's the second day. It's not as sore as they were last week. Last week, my legs were sore for 4 or 5 days. So that was exhausting. But yeah, I sent you guys all the calendars. So check your emails, check your spam folder because my emails, somehow they always go to spam. So add me to your contact list as a contact. So just search up fastforwardtohealth@gmail.com and add me to your contact list so my emails don't go to spam anymore. So look at it in the junk mail and find it there. You guys all have the calendar for the next 7 days. I sent it to you today. And I wrote a couple tips. I wrote a couple like exercises I would like you guys to do tomorrow. Hey, Athena. This time is good for me. It's 5:45 in Winnipeg. Oh, that's awesome. Were you guys? You guys are an hour behind. I didn't know. Winnipeg. Yeah, of course you guys are an hour behind. That's cool. How are you doing today? Oh, hey, yo. This is a good time. Okay, I think most of you guys, because you guys are the regulars. You guys are the ones that are always on here on the lives. How's everybody else doing? I know a couple people just told me they're on OMAD. Is anybody here water fasting right now? Or are you guys mostly OMAD for now? And have you guys made your plan for the rest of the week yet? Do you guys know if you're going to be doing keto, OMAD, low carb, or anything like that? Let me know. Did you guys see my video I posted today? I posted a new video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's called Top 9 Benefits of Water Fasting. Hey, Princess Mumu. Day 2 of water fast. That's amazing. How are you feeling? Sun is here. Talal says, I reached my goal, but I still want to do water fast as I feel great when I'm fasting. My teeth are whiter. My dark circles have gone. It's great. Yeah, it's really so beneficial. Oh, I didn't even talk about teeth in my video. But if you go check it out, oh, Athena's doing alternate day fasting, would like to do a longer fast in March. Yeah, I don't know if you were here at the beginning of the video, but what I wanted to do is from now, probably until the end of February, I'm thinking of sticking more with OMAD. What are you doing? Oops. Hi. He's cleaning himself. But what I wanted to do, okay, so Tina says, I've been doing bad, so tomorrow I'm going to make it for 7 days. Going into OMAD after water fast. Angie. Princess Mumu's feeling meh. Yeah, it's day 2. You might feel meh tomorrow too for day 3, but then you'll feel good after that. I recommend if you guys need some more motivation, go check out the video I made today. Like I said, it's called Top 9 Benefits of Water Fasting. And it's a video that I made to talk about my personal favorite 9 benefits that I am personally affected by, like what actually makes a difference in my life and why I like to water fast. Obviously, there's so many other benefits to water fasting, but those are the top 9 ones that I like personally. Except I should have made a 10th one, which is my teeth. The whiteness of my teeth when I fast. I should have done that. Maybe I'll make a new video after. But you guys should check that one out because that's a good video. I'm really proud of it. Plus, I was feeling really goofy that day. So if you guys watch it, I don't know what's wrong with me. It felt weird because when I'm doing the lives, at least you guys have comments popping up, so I'm talking to you. And now it's almost weird when I film myself when I film myself just talking to nobody, just me and the camera. I feel weird. So you guys saw at the beginning of the video where I was like, hello everybody, because you guys are not live, you're not watching me. So I felt kind of funny doing that. So it's weird it's a really like such a different dynamic when it comes to me filming the video by myself versus me doing a live with you guys when I can see your interactions in comments. But it's something that I'm getting used to. I'm trying to change up my style of videos. So you guys let me know by liking the video and commenting, seeing which videos you like the most, which topics you like the most. If you have any more topics you guys want me to cover, I know you guys gave me a couple ideas, but if you could put them in the comment links down below, that would be awesome. So I could check out what different topics you guys like so I can make more educational videos. I have a couple books. I'll show you guys my new books. Okay, I have a couple books. This one. So, okay, what happened is that I bought this book, right? Watched your video, it was great. Thank you. So this is one of my favorite books. You guys know I always talk about it, The Obesity Code by Jason Fung. The link is in the description if you guys want to pick it up. Then there's Complete Guide to Fasting. And in this book, he recommends to read this book called Why We Get Fat by Gary Tobes. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So Jason Fung recommended to pick this book up, but for some reason, maybe I was just really tired that day. Where am I at? I'm on chapter 3. I honestly don't even remember what I read. It was so hard to read that much because it's just a bunch of talking about different ethnicities and the ancestors and exactly kind of what they were going through. They're talking about the Pima. Oh, it was really, really hard to read, to be honest. Like, if you look at it, they're just lists of like these people, the dates. And it was just really, really hard to get into. So I'm going to try to continue getting into it, but I'll let you guys know how this book is and if I recommend it. Another one I bought is, I bought the diabetes code. I have not read it yet, so I'm gonna check that. Oh, is the obesity code on YouTube now? That's awesome. I didn't know that. I never did it yet. I was gonna do a chapter summary for the obesity code, so I might still do that. I've just had so many other things on my plate, but actually that's a good idea. I'm gonna check out the diabetes code also, just so I can help you guys with more stuff when I get questions and just answer that. I always continue my, educating myself about these topics so I can answer more of your questions about topics that I don't know as much about. And then obviously I got this Brain Over Binge one, which I'm gonna start reading now as well. Because this one I'm very, very excited to read. And I've heard really good things. I've read some chapter summaries about it. And I'm super excited to read this. Because most people always ask me about binge eating and things like that. And I used to do a lot of binge eating, but that's more when I was addicted to sugar. When I stopped eating sugar, it really, really helped. But even sometimes when you eat 1 or 2 little pieces of sugar and you think you're okay and you're under control, it's very possible to relapse and have really bad sugar addiction come back. So I try to stay away from sugar. Sometimes, obviously, I mix stuff with monk fruit and erythritol and those natural sweeteners. But I find that sometimes, like, you can't have it on a daily basis because those types of sweeteners like monk fruit, erythritol, even stevia and stuff like that, they can somehow trigger that sugar addiction too. And I'm trying to figure out if that's actually a thing, because Jason Fung talks about sweeteners and artificial sweeteners, natural sweeteners as well. So I have to check that out and kind of experiment a little bit more with that. Mojo Jojo is here. Can I maintain my weight on OMAD? Not keto though, just OMAD, of course, no sugar. I mean, in general, if you want to maintain your weight, OMAD is a lot better than eating 3 meals a day. So I definitely think that you can 100% manage and maintain your weight on OMAD. What I would do is, you don't have to do keto, but maybe you can try most of the time eating lower carb and then some days having high carb days. So that's what I would do. Sunny Dye says, have you noticed sweets don't taste the same after fasting for a while? So as I just mentioned, like, I don't actually really eat sweets at all. And in general, if I go back to eating something with sugar, it's always too sweet compared to when I used to be addicted to sugar and I used to get a bunch of stuff all together and kind of like almost like binge on it as well. So I can't really comment on how sweets taste right now because in general, sweets taste too sweet for me, so I can't really eat them. Yeah, Brenda was saying it triggers insulin. So definitely I noticed that if you have those natural sweeteners, they definitely trigger that same insulin response. And obviously there's articles that say they don't, articles that say they do. Some people say you can have it during a water fast. But for what I know and for as far as I'm concerned and based on the people that I've worked with who have told me that they tried a water fast with it and a water fast without it, then obviously staying away from those types of natural sweeteners are better during a fast because it really does, from my experience, trigger that same insulin response. So I would stay away from those for sure. Let's see. I can never go up to 7th day, just about 4th day. On the 4th day, I get hungry. I don't know why. Georgia, that's pretty normal. Oh, Melanie, I almost missed your question again. Brain Over Binge, is it in audiobooks? I think it is in audiobooks. If you check the link down below, I have Brain Over Binge in the description. I think you can get the Audible version. So if you click on it, it brings you to Amazon, and I think there's an audiobook version about it. So check that one out. Oh, Melanie, you're starting another fast tomorrow? Cool. How long are you planning to go for? Georgia says, I never could keep up to 7th day. I go about 4 days, then I get hungry. Do you know if you're mentally hungry, Georgia, or if you're physically hungry? Maybe what I would do is really focus on journaling and writing down how you feel before you break your fast. If you're about to break your fast, write down 5 reasons why you actually want to break your fast and then think about it after that. Mojo Jojo says, after a prolonged fast, like 14 days, I'm scared of weight rebound. You can, okay, so after you do a prolonged fast, Mojo Jojo, what's your actual name? Do you have a nickname? Mojo Jojo, I'll just call you Mojo. So in general, if you want to maintain your weight with OMAD after a fast, yes, you will be able to. However, if you do a prolonged fast of 14 plus days, I highly, highly, highly recommend staying in ketosis. So staying and following the keto diet for at least 1 or 2 months after. Obviously, not everyone can do this, but at least staying low carb, and you can do your OMAD for sure. You'll maintain your weight, but just try your best to stay away from carbs or reduce your carbs at least for 1 or 2 months, just in general for overall health. And also because it will avoid the weight gain and everything like that, and just because it's just a healthy lifestyle. So try to keep it low carb most of the time, and you can have some higher carb days. Brenda says, I don't do keto, I do clean eating. That works for me. Exactly. So you could do that as well. Besma said, I gained weight after the fast. How can you keep the weight off? Besma, what kind of things did you eat after the fast? Did you eat OMAD? Did you eat keto? And did you eat too many carbs? Like, what kind of things did you break your fast on? So if you give me more of an idea of what type of things you ate, then I can tell you maybe how to avoid it next time. One person that I'm working with on the one-on-one coaching on my Patreon, which is available, I have about 4 more spots if you guys want for February. You could check the link down below for the one-on-one coaching. But one lady I'm working with, she had done a 10-day fast before, and she had gained like 4 or 5 pounds after the 10-day fast, so she was upset. And then we just did a 14-day fast together that I coached her through, and she just finished her 14-day fast, and she's been refeeding. She's on day 3 of refeed right now, and she's only gained back 1 pound of water weight, which is pretty amazing. And she said that this time she actually feels really controlled, and she's feeling like she's writing her plan. Every day she sends me a photo of her refeed meal, so it's been really great. So I recommend, if you guys want that kind of support, go check waterfastingforum.com. I wrote a huge I made like a huge post about the different things that I refeed on, and I put some images of my refeed, so that can help you, just to answer your question, Besma, that can help you keep the weight off, and just continuing to try to stay in ketosis or low carb as much as you can. So just let me know what kind of stuff you ate. Carnivore Nurse says, I'm on my way to workout. We'll try to keep connected. Have a great workout. Tina says, I can never get past my 2nd day, so let's do this together. So Tina, what's the main obstacle that's getting you stuck at your 2nd day? Is it, I would say it's probably a mental thing. Is it maybe people around you? Do you have to cook for people? What are the main triggers that you think are causing you to not be able to get past the 2nd day? Because once we figure out that trigger and what's making you go back to the pantry to get some food, then we can identify how to get you past the next phase. So that's something we can work on. Melanie's starting another fast tomorrow, so if you guys want to fast, go with Melanie. You guys probably know if you're in the Facebook group, or on the waterfastingforum.com, I made a new section called Challenges and Accountability Buddies. So if you, for example, Melanie, you're starting a fast tomorrow, you can go on waterfastingforum.com to the challenges section and just write, hey everybody, I'm starting a fast February 10th for, I don't know, 7 days, who wants to join? And then whoever wants to join can comment in your thread, and you guys can have a little challenge going on. Or let's say, hey guys, I want to start OMAD on Monday, February 10th. Is it February 10th tomorrow? I don't know. Is it February 10th? I forgot what date it is today. But you guys can check and see like that, so you guys can stay in tune with each other. Just gonna catch up on the comments. Tina and Georgia, looks like they're fasting together. Aisha's down. Oh, I'm down with typhoid. Oh no, I hope you feel better soon. That sucks. Athena says, I'm having the same trouble on day 4. So if you guys can let me know kind of what the main triggers are that are causing you to eat when you get to day 2, 3, 4, what's going through your head? Have you guys been journaling? Have you guys been writing down how you're feeling? Are you guys triggered by, let's say, cooking for family or something like that? Brenda says you're getting brain over binge. Yeah, I highly recommend it. You could check the links there. There's some on Amazon, and just let me know actually if there's the Audible version on there. That would be cool. Marco says that's what happened to me. Sweets aren't the same after fasting for longer. Yes, it definitely has to do with addiction. Addiction makes you think it's better than it actually is. Exactly. Brenda says no carbs when breaking the fast. Exactly. I'm hoping 5 days, but the longest I was able to do is 4 days. I'm scared because 4th day I fainted, but I think because I took a multivitamin before soaking in a hot salt bath. Ooh, Melanie, yeah. Sometimes I feel like it's maybe at least get some supervision around you, or tell a loved one or something if you're going to take a bath, because I've heard a lot of people, they taking a bath and they told me they got a little bit dizzy. So it could be because you're dehydrated and stuff, or maybe you don't have enough sodium. So make sure that if you guys are about to take a bath, just let someone know or set a timer, or just, I would 100% just try to let someone know so you don't feel dizzy, because I don't want that happening to you guys. Princess Mumu says, I always do artificial sugars during my fast. With or without, I'm always physically hungry. I just don't keep up my electrolytes, and it's always a meh experience. If you want, Princess Mumu, maybe you should try to detox from the artificial sugars during your fast and see how your progress is, because it's probably triggering that insulin spike in your body. So maybe try for a couple days doing the fast without any artificial sugars, and you'll probably feel better after that. So I would just try and give that a shot if you're comfortable with that. Marco says, it was quite some time after I broke my fast, but I broke it with keto food. Exactly. Marco's on point. I would love to do that for my long March fast. Yeah. I might need coaching. Yeah, Sunny, if you want, I have 4 spots left on my Patreon, so I would love to work with you. So just check out the Patreon options, shoot me a message on Facebook, and we could talk about it there as well. Mojo says, I'm planning on a full carb binge just to reward myself after that 48-hour fast OMAD keto with a cheat meal once a week. Sounds good. I would try at least not to call it a binge and try to keep it under control. Binge typically means that you're eating way over the calories that you want, and it's usually not a good behavior to have psychologically. So I wouldn't call it a binge. You can have a high carb day, but I wouldn't call it a full carb binge or a reward, because remember, by putting those things in your body, it's not actually rewarding you. Something like fasting is healing you from within and rewarding you. So just try to change the way that you perceive those things, like the carb binging and the reward, and try not to put them together. Try not to make that the main reward. Of eating is not really a reward at the end of the day if you want to feel good. So just try to kind of differentiate those in your head and break the link between them. Tina says, it's just mental for me. Exactly. Mine too. I can't get past 2 days. So it looks like a lot of you guys are having the same issues of getting stuck on day 2, 3, 4. And a lot of the time, the reason you guys stuck on these days, you're all kind of saying the same thing, where it's mental or you're surrounded by food. So it's just kind of a willpower thing and a mental programming thing. So we can work on that as well. Marco says, I wanted to write something, but I sent it too early. Mama Shia Smith says, my main obstacle is my addiction to sugar. It's a mental battle for real, but I know I can do it. I'm thinking about the 48-hour rotating fast. You can check that out and let us know how that works. Sometimes they call it rolling 48s and stuff like that, so you can try that. Definitely, I would detox from sugar. It was probably the hardest thing I've ever done in terms of quitting sugar, because it's something where you feel like it's so dreadful and it's hard, but I think I would definitely quit sugar if you guys can. What it's gonna do is that when you start fasting, those first 2-3 days are the hardest. So when you detox from that, you're already kind of detox from sugar, and then try to keep it up afterwards. Because if you get back into sugar after, it's kind of a slippery slope. I'm just trying to catch up on these comments. Athena, hot water can do that. Yeah, exactly. We were talking about feeling faint in the bathtub. So if you guys are taking a bath, just let someone know. Because in general, I know that when I've been to hot tubs and stuff in the past, I just feel really hot and suffocated. So just be careful and just let someone know. Maybe people struggling can drink broth, since that would be better than eating. Exactly. So Princess Mumu says, if anyone's struggling with the water fast, just drink some broth. So it's totally fine if you want to. Jason Fung talks about it in his book. And he says, like, if you're having trouble, really a lot of trouble, just have a little bit of bone broth. And Dr. Berg talks about it as well. So have some bone broth if it's something that either the options like breaking your fast or having a little bit of bone broth, then go ahead. I personally always do no bone broth or anything like that, but I've practiced a lot with the fasting. So it's something like I keep telling you guys, when you increase your fasting muscle, it's going to get easier and easier, and you just kind of need to keep practicing until you get better. So that's something to keep in mind. Marco, I wanted to write, yes, you can do that. I think I just have to think about your glycogen. It will fill up quite nicely on your cheat days. Yeah, okay, so Marco was just answering Mojo Jojo's question about the carb binge. I think it would deplete our glycogen in 48 hours and I would get into keto. Yeah, so usually keto, it depends, because if you eat a lot of carbs before you get into keto in general, or if you've been eating a lot of carbs, then it's gonna take longer to get into keto, because you have so much of a high glycogen, like a lot of glycogen stores to burn and a lot of stuff in your body. So I would try not going about that route. Who was it, Mojo Jojo, that wrote that? Was it Mojo? Yeah, so I would try to avoid the carbs. You can have feasting days, you can have higher carb days, but just try not to call it a carb binge and try not to make it in your head as a reward. Because if you keep saying that it's a reward, then there's an issue because that's going to kind of link with your addiction and stuff like that to food. So what I personally do is I try to make them my rewards non-food related. So I know if you guys check waterfastingforum.com, we wrote a lot of different things about non-food related rewards. So a lot of people like to buy themselves a new workout outfit. People like to buy themselves new apparel. I know a couple people got the shirts. I'm still waiting for my order. I think it got stuck at customs. So I'll let you guys know when I get mine because I'm in Canada. You guys will get yours faster. Let me know whoever had them already. You guys take a photo and send it to me. I would love to see it. And yeah, it's hard to be keto in some countries for sure. Hey, SW. But anyway, I just want to come check in and let you guys all know that the calendars are sitting in your inbox. So for the next 7 days, make a plan, decide what you're going to do for the next 7 days, and let's get this next 7 days done. And then next Sunday, I'll send you guys another calendar for the next 7 days. And then at the end of March, at the beginning of March, I want to do another big extended fasting challenge for all of us. So let me know. Yeah, Athena says best reward ever is to go for a float. So if you guys have never heard of float, I'm assuming that Athena's talking about the sensory deprivation tanks, which is super cool. It's actually kind of a scary experience if you are not used to being alone with your thoughts because you turn everything off. I remember I did a float once. I'm not sure if the video is still on my channel actually. It probably is. I did a float once and I was vlogging it and the water is really salty, so it went in my eyes and I was like, help me. And I was scared and somehow while I was floating, I kind of turned sideways and they tell you like the light is right here and this is here. So it was hard because I feel like I turned around in the tank and then I kind of had a little panic moment and I couldn't find where the light was. But yeah, it's awesome and help you replenish your magnesium because there's a lot of salt in the water tank, obviously. Tina says your printer isn't working. It's okay. Then write it by hand or just screenshot the calendar and you can use like Instagram or I don't know, like an editing app on your phone to write F for fast, like just something simple or put some smileys on it. Mojo says, talk about the briefly about the meals you have. No. So like I said at the beginning of the video, I've been eating a lot of cabbage for some reason. That's not my typical meals, but typical meals that I like to eat are things like hot pot. So hot pot is a little hard to explain, I guess. It's like a fondue, but the stuff that's actually like the dip, I guess, is just a broth. So I get lamb rolls and beef rolls and pork rolls and I dip them into it. I also have shirataki knots that I put in there. Maybe I'll send you guys, maybe I'll post a photo at some point on the community section so you guys can see my setup for that. I like to eat anything that I love, but I make a keto version. So let's say if I want like a burger or something, I'm gonna get a burger or I'm gonna make my own burger and put a lettuce wrap around it. So that's something I like to do. I like to eat eggs. I like to eat steak and vegetables. That's something I really like. Pretty much for keto, what you can do is just take whatever you want to eat. So let's say you want to eat tacos and just don't eat the shell, put a lettuce wrap around it or make a taco salad. So that's something you can do and it's really, really good. Georgia says, what's good for, you're having some trouble with bowel movements. So what I would do, maybe try to take some fiber supplement. Yeah, bacon's good for keto, but be careful with the bacon because bacon's processed, so you don't want to eat too many processed foods. Going back to Georgia's question, maybe are you currently fasting or are you not fasting? If you're not fasting, you could try to take some psyllium husk or something like that, or some fiber supplement might help you, especially if you're doing keto, that will help you. Another thing is if you guys are not keto, some people like to eat dried prunes, so that will help with that. I don't personally do that because dried prunes have a lot of sugar, but if you guys want, you can do that. So not fasting today until tomorrow. So if you want, try to take, try to take some sort of fiber supplement like psyllium husk. Psyllium husk? Psyllium husk? It's PSYLLIUM space HUSK. Psyllium husk. Can I type on here too? I can't type on my own live. Imagine I would like chat with you guys while I'm living. That would be super annoying. Anyway, so I'm just gonna leave that calendar in your inbox. Go check it out. Check out waterfastingforum.com. Check out my new video I made today with the top 9 benefits of fasting. And I'll answer one last question before I go. Breaking my 14-day fast with broth and fruits, all right. Second day, maybe eggs. For me personally, I would just break my fast with broth and veggies. Fruits have too much sugar. For me personally, again, you guys can try. I know a lot of people on YouTube are talking about breaking their fast with watermelon. But I personally stay away from the sugar and the fruits because it spikes your insulin levels when you're just like finished your fast. So it's not a great way to break your fast in my personal opinion and for what works for me. But if you're like the fruit, go ahead and do the fruit. And yeah, so that's pretty much what I would say. If you guys haven't seen my refeed post, it's on waterfastingforum.com. Check it out. I literally made a huge list of how I break my fast, and I put photos for the first several days. So check that out, and I will see you guys tomorrow. If you have any questions, just leave them down in the comments once the video playback is posted. If you guys want to pick up any of these books, I put the books, oh yeah, and kimchi, obviously, like fermented foods, exactly. So if you guys want to pick up any of these books, as you guys know, I always put the links of everything in the description box. So scroll down to the part where I say books I recommend. I put these two, and I also put the Brain Over Binge book, which I appear to have just dropped. Oh no, it's right here. So these books I recommend. This one I'm just reading. But these 3 books I recommend, and they're in the description. They're in the description box. So I'll see you guys next time. Make your calendar, plan your next 7 days, decide what you're doing. And if you guys want that one-on-one coaching, make sure to get your spot because there's only those 4 spots left for February because I want to have enough hands to talk to everybody on a daily basis. So check that out, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I'll be back on my live tomorrow, and I'm about to go do my workout. So keep fasting. Keep going, make your plan for the week, plan yourself for success. If you don't plan, it's gonna be harder. Don't just wing it. So sit down, take a couple minutes this week to decide what you're gonna do for the next 7 days. OMAD, intermittent fasting, alternate day fasting, water fasting, whatever it is, make a plan. Like, okay, these 3 days I'm gonna do OMAD, then I'm gonna skip this day, do alternate day fasting, and I'll try a 2-day water fast or something. So write it down, make a plan, hit like on this video. Go check the video I posted today called the top 9 benefits of water fasting. Check your email spam folder to check for the calendar I sent you guys. If you didn't get it, it's probably 100% in your junk mail or yeah, just in your junk mail or your spam folder. So check that out, and I will see you guys next time. Wish me luck in my workout. I'm pretty sore, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. And same time tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining. Hit that like button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.